I muted myself and forgot. I gotta bring that my microphone. This is swings, and it was all the way over in the unswung version of itself. So a little bit embarrassing. Let's see, we got that going there. We got everything getting set back up here. How is everyone doing? This is obviously a drastic time than we were here together last time. Last time we were here in early morning, and now it's past midnight, so a little bit different. But wanted to obviously, stream to those of you who aren't, obviously available during the early morning hours. Talk to you guys, see if I could do anything to help y'all, see how y'all was doing. And, just overall, have a fun time together, That's what it's about. So, how is everybody doing? Is everyone excited to be back? I know that I am. And I also don't know why I made a live scheduled post and that it didn't go to that one that some of you were waiting for. So I deleted that one and made a new one, which made me feel like a dum-dum. But I apologize, because that was stupid. So forgive me for that. I have no idea why I did that. But yes, sir, Faded Hopes, we are live. We are. I'm very excited. As you guys are trickling on in here. Just logged off for the evening, trying to learn how to tank. Well, Brian, you're speaking to one of the worst tanks ever. My version of tanking is asking if somebody else could do it. It's not tanking is immensely important, right? But for me, it's just so stressful because it's like, oh God, if I mess up, everyone's gonna die. That's why I get a little stressed when I have to tank, but obviously I appreciate all you guys for standing around here. Those of you who are coming back in late. Feels weird that you have to use a staff. It is a little bit weird, but you also have to remember too, as a tank, you also want to make sure you're using magicka and stamina. So like for example, if we were to go to our destro staff skills here, I believe it says it in one of the... While an ice staff is equipped, blocking casts cost magicka instead of stamina. That's why it does it that way versus other ways. And my thing is frozen again. My view counter, that's okay. Now it's even more frozen. Well, the important part is that you're here, How many of you are? That relieve that to fate, Relieve all that to these broken widgets that don't work very consistently. But again, the important part is obviously that you're here. Thanks for the content, says Dave. Jake, always great seeing you give us the golden vendor and furnishing updates. It's my favorite part of the Fridays, It's actually what keeps me awake on Friday, honestly, more than anything else. You may not know this about me, but I like to nap, and so that's my motivation to stay awake. And if you guys want to see something very cool, I will show you. This is not cool, obviously, but we... Come on, a little scrolly. This is the wrong thing. We are basically, though, almost to where we can get to affiliate. We're very close. This is actually awesome. We just need to stream actually just for one more day, and then we just need to stream for 0.19 more hours, which I think is awesome. Like, we're basically there, which I think is crazy, in all honesty. So yeah, it's just crazy to really be at this point. So thank you guys, obviously, for that. How's it going, Rocktown Irish? Good to see you. There's actually 6 people on Twitch. Oh, it finally is updating. Now it's YouTube that's not updating correctly, but whatever. I think this is awesome. Like, I never thought I would be a Twitch affiliate, and we're like right there. Because this today, the reason why this is midnight is that it's not technically tomorrow. So you can see our 30-day stats. This was we got 26 average viewers. Look at this. Like, we streamed one day. That was our first ever stream, so you know, it got a lot of love. Thank you for the follow, Awkward Majority. And then we got 1.1, 2.5, 7.2, and then boom, 26. It was crazy. Swap from YouTube, just Twitch for the follows. I appreciate you. Love it. First time tuning into a stream, but we are friends on Xbox Live and in some of the same guilds. Well, it's good to see you, Caleb. We haven't done anything groundbreaking yet. And to think I have 107 followers and basically what's 5-ish streams is also just nutty to me. So it's never lost on me like how amazing you guys are. And, you know, after this stream, we should be able to become an affiliate, which, you know, I think is just cool. You know, I don't really know a lot of what it means because I'm not very good at the old twitching, but very cool nonetheless, obviously. It's also cool that some of you guys made clips. So, like, it tells me that you guys made clips, which I think is very funny. Because, like, I didn't know that was a thing. And then I was like, should I be insulted? Should I be happy that they're making clips? Did I pronounce something incorrectly? Am I being flamed? But no, it was awesome. They actually, they clipped. One of them was me talking about, like, how to capitalize on events. Thank you for the follow, NetRaven73. Good to have you on board. This one was me talking about, this is, the first one up here is me picking, like, shoes, and, like, asking and saying I want to get new shoes, and I need someone to help me pick out a good motive, and then the one below it is me kind of saying, like, you know, I always, like, get a bunch of AP during, like, mid-year mayhem, because it's a great way to stock up gold, you know, through the rest of the year, and then, like, you know, during the Undaunted event, it's a great way to stock up on style pages, so really nice, obviously, to see that you guys... I mean, you find the information so helpful that you're clipping it. Just cool. Let me take us back. And then for those of you who also probably witnessed our geography test, which was interesting, is probably the best way I could describe it. For those of you who were there for it. My goal was, though, too, is for part of the stream is to get a different set of views. Because... obviously, you know, I stream midday North America time or early morning North America time, but, you know, that's it kind of, you know, some of you guys might be asleep or at work during that time, so this is like a whole different group of you that, you know, I don't get to see very often. What's up, Jake? Thank you so much for an awesome stream and wickedly awesome ESO how-to vids on YouTube. Thank you, HCP3169. I'll give you a secret too. So for those of you who stuck around and logged in very late at night or early in the morning or wherever you are based on this time period, I'll tell you a secret. Some of you wonder why I so confidently mispronounce things, and I am willing to disclose this secret in confidence to all of you right now. The reason that I am so confident in my mispronunciations is simple. So I did not make. Let's go pull up the video in question. So let's go to Jake Clips YouTube, and you should see this video right here. I'm not gonna play the audio because that would probably. And I hate hearing my voice. But I did actually not edit this video. My friend Travis edited this video for me when I gave him ESO gold for helping me out. Unfortunately, I have to sit through some ads here, but bear with me. So What you may not realize is like each of these tips that I was talking about took multiple outtakes, and if I would like say something incorrectly but or unconfidently or like do anything during these clips, like I'd have to redo the whole clip. And sometimes just like preemptively I would do like 5 rehearsals of one of them. Especially the one where I had to talk about like heisting. There were some of these that I probably, no joke, did like 20 times. And the tip I learned is that even if you're going to say something incorrectly, just be confident as hell when you're talking about it, and it'll be fine, you know? As long as you're confident in your pronunciations, you won't sound stupid. And that's why I so confidently record these videos. I'm just like, yep. Motif, aluminium, melee, boom. Good to see you back. Good to see you back to Spliff Music. So this video almost broke me. And the sad thing too is like I think this is now my most watched video at 30,000 views, and like the audio quality isn't amazing, and like I actually have been thinking about making another 101 tips video, like another 101 ESO tips like type video. So if that would be interesting to you, let me know. But you don't have to obviously sit and watch my own video. How do you boost views on your YouTube, Jake? Well, the trick is you just take your stream and then you make them watch your videos. Be kind of like a good educational thing where I'm like, all right, everybody, today we're gonna watch my videos. You guys want to have questions about Ritz? Let's just look this up. Jake Clips Ritz. You know, we'll just see what we got going on here. See, Jake Clips Ritz pops right up at the top. Although that's an old video. Oof. I actually think I might need to redo some of these videos. Plus, you can see like my this is also a perfect example of my like 3 tiers of thumbnails, right? So like on the bottom you see a bad thumbnail, or I'm sorry, on the top you see a bad thumbnail, right? Like I would say that this is a bad thumbnail. Then you see a slightly better thumbnail, and then you would see what I would say is a pretty decent thumbnail. Like I think this, and you guys could tell me if I'm wrong here. Obviously, you know, you guys are the viewers. You tell me what's good and what's bad. But I think this maximize new life event rewards is actually a really good thumbnail. But obviously, I'm at your mercy and will, so you can tell me if that's correct or not. But I would say that one's actually a pretty good one, all things considered. But obviously, you guys are the ones that make those determinations. Let me take me back here. Live scene. Back to the old YouTube, Xbox. The other thing I thought about doing too is just so like, you guys can't see this specifically, but right now I can see like my total CPU usage. And I was like, you know, I wonder if I could stream in 4K, you know? Like, you know, would that be good, bad? I've just been wondering stuff like that too. Like, you know, I feel like it'd be kind of cool to stream like in such like high quality, you know? But I also feel like I'm slightly boring you too, because I know that it's like late at night and I'm just like sitting here chit-chatting when we could be doing something specific. But let me know what you guys want to see. It's late. You know, this is a whole separate group that I've not streamed to before, probably. So what do you guys want me to do? Like, what can I show you? What can I help you with? Let me be your guide in these perilous times. Show us what you like to do in ESO. Alright, so this is going to be a bit embarrassing, and it also requires us to put Isabel away. And Isabel's not out, and I'm an idiot. Like, shh, Isabel, you can't watch, and she's not even here. So what I enjoy the most about ESO, and this is going to be very dumb, is when I'm not decorating a house, is actually finding really good deals in merchants. So for example, I'll usually go to like refuges, for example, and I will just go in and see, you know, what kind of deals that are there. Obviously, I won't take you to all of them, but I also find that DLC refuges also have the really good deals because realistically, they're not charging trader fees to be in these, so they're very. Sometimes I don't even consider them trade guilds. They're really just like social guilds with a trader attached to it, which means that people are generally not listing items for the most accurate price, which means that usually you can snipe a deal or two. And so what I usually do too is I'm sorting by skin changer motifs. I forgot I was doing that earlier. I had to finish my thingamahoozin. So search by time, always 100%, and then you will be able to see what. By the way, if you drink this, you get that achievement. By the way, so like these two things, for example, right here, while they're not gonna sell probably in the next 30 days, I would say in a month or two, those will sell for at least 30,000 gold. This dagger, unfortunately, not worth anything because that's a bad trait. But what I like to do, this is like brand new. 30,000 though, that's probably decently accurate. I don't recognize where that vial's from. And then, so this is just like kind of the stuff that I like go down and do. That table though is pretty good. I kind of just like go down through like the different pieces. Do a video on guild merch that are underused. That could be a good video, like best places to find deals. Because this is generally what I do, and I try to at least buy 1 or 2 things per. These skin changers, that's probably very, very fairly listed. But a lot of this stuff seems like pretty fairly listed. By the way, this is actually my own guild too. Like, so this is usually where I start, because like even if I buy things like close to market value, like I know that I'm like giving my guild a decent return, you know? So like even if I'm like buying something at like what I would consider a fair price, you know, I'm at least giving money back to, you know, my own peoples, you know? Gold Coast is definitely my second favorite spot though. Go take a look over here. And obviously we don't have to do this the whole stream either. Like, please don't think that we're just gonna sit here and merch the whole stream. This is definitely a, you know, what can I help you guys with type video, and also just to chit chat with you, because again, you know, you guys are the Midnight Squad. Appreciate your video, says BB. I appreciate you too, BB, which in saying the words BB out loud sounds oddly sensual, so hope you like that. Alright, that seems like 1,100. Now, if I'm curious, like what I 2 options for that, because that's either an amazing deal or an okay deal. But that seems like that's a steal. I guarantee you there's been some sales in Ashes of the Red Mountain, or one of these Mournhold traders for these writs. The problem is there's just so much. The problem when you have a lot of people playing ESO at the same time. So 300 gold? Oh dear lord. The problem when you have so many people playing ESO at the same time is that you've got so many sales going on at the same time. And it makes it very tricky to kind of know, like, what's a good deal. Because people always think, too, that, like, oh, if it's sold in Mournhold, it must be a good deal. That ain't true. Like, there's a lot of people that are just trying to make an easy, quick buck to buy whatever item or do whatever thing. Do you really not have, like, a better listed one? The reason why these are so good is they give you that skin, the Crystal Frost skin. Which is why, like... And I think it's honestly one of the best skins to get. It makes you completely whited out. It's a beautiful skin. There's just so many sales. We're only 6 hours through, which is just ridiculous. Oh, there's one. 1,000 gold. Maybe that's not a maybe they're not as valuable as they used to be, or maybe I'm just out of the times, you know? Maybe I'm wrong. Wait, this is another one that was sold. 1,000 gold. I gotta say, if you're doing the writs for the skin and want to be cost effective, go for the Imperial ones that are food super cost effective. 100% an amazing tip by Awkward Majority, because Heartwood and everything associated with that, mundane runes and everything else right now, is selling at a huge markup. There's a Deepen charity writ for 1.5k. Maybe 1 to 5, 1 to 1.5 is not a bad deal. Thanks for the sub, BB. Welcome to the squad. I feel like you just wanted me to say your name out loud again. They aren't really as valuable as they used to be. Yeah, which is so unfortunate, you know? But I mean, it's a good thing, because I want more people to have this skin. I'll show you what the skin looks like on a character. I think I have one that's wearing it. With a character that has like actual skin exposed. Like on this character, you just see the face. Yeah, I feel like you used to be able to sell them. I used to feel like they were worth like 10k. So I wonder what happened to them. This is my Ymir build. I wanted him to look like Ymir from Smite, and he's wearing that skin that you can get. You can see completely see-through. Like, it's so, and it's very different than like the Sunspire skin, which I think one of my guys is wearing. Actually, this guy is, but you can't see because of his hands. But your hands on the Sunspire skin are red, which is why I like this one a little bit better. Dirty Dingus, welcome to the squad. And then there's old Green Goblin, my Jedi Grandmaster. And Poseidon. Tell me this doesn't look like Poseidon, but tell me also that this doesn't look like Zeus. At some point, I'll level this bad boy up, but I mean, just tell me this is Zeus, you know. And this is Moon Knight. I don't know why I'm showing you guys all my characters. Some of these guys I've like decked out. If you guys can guess what franchise this is from, you'll be my new favorite person in the whole wide world. If you guys can guess, it's a video game slash tabletop game slash movie franchise. It's a whole bunch of different things. If you can guess what I'm like basing this guy off of, you get all the marbles. Heartwood per item, need 12 items at 72 Heartwood for writ. If you're 1k each, they can sell. Yeah, not very cost effective. Zeus is actually wearing a costume. It's cool that you do show us. It also keeps me from being embarrassed, because my first ever character was a dark elf dragon knight, and people used to make fun of me for that, and then I was made fun of for making a Redguard Nightblade. But you know, I just kind of roll with it because I'm like a Redguard, you know. That's kind of like what Moon Knight is, you know. He's Middle Eastern. And so, you know, Moon Knight, you got two little clubs. But if you can guess what Western Templar is from, like game series wise, it is not Shrek brand, but that is not close either, but I appreciate your guess. Also, BB, I have no idea why your name doesn't like fit in this box very well. Like broken my box somehow. There you go. Tried to fix it. No pressure. But whoever gets it correct will become a moderator. All my characters are based off D&D characters in my campaign. That's a good idea. I think this guy, I forget what I based him off of. Just named Rico Kaboom. It was a bomber build. Battalion Defender was named off the set Battalion Defender because I had some sort of like battalion set on him, I believe, or something. And then this guy. This guy is based off something. It's also a tabletop game. I don't know what game it is, but you used it for a thumbnail once. So this guy is actually based off of the Inquisitors from the Warhammer universe. This axe that he has, or this like two-handed axe, is actually flaming when you like pull it out. I'll show it to you. I don't have the sets for him yet. I'm trying. Sometimes when I get bored, I try to make like lore accurate sets and builds for different types of characters and whatnot. And for this guy, I wanted Rallying Cry, because, you know, like for the Emperor, but you can see that the actual maul itself is flaming. I don't know why I made myself... You guys can see it perfectly! This is probably a better angle. You can see the flamingness of it. This is my Warhammer Inquisitor character. This is my Space Marine. I thought about making him blue, but I was like, I didn't really like how the blue looked, but you know, that's him. Back to your we're back to our regularly scheduled program. Sorry for the random gobbledygook. Take us back in now. Boom, boom, boom. Has Doom Guy vibes. That's kind of cool, actually. I thought about making like a Doom Guy, but I don't, you know, I'm not intelligent enough to do something like that. Like I don't know like how I would get that helmet and that green. Like it would be much more tricky, I feel, you know. Also, so somebody had said that they were struggling with a Osboro crown crate. Let me show you how you know if you're working towards a crown crate or not. So here's this. This is my dashboard. Let's find somebody. So you'll see obviously that, hey, you know, you're working towards it, you good old silly goose. But you would basically go to browse, you would try to find an ESO goober. You're gonna find someone who looks, you know, credible, or potentially someone with dirty blonde hair, whose name is Jake. You go over to his stream. You're gonna want to probably mute it so you don't have to listen to him twice. But you do have to have it not muted if you want to go towards it. And in this top right corner, you can see where it says Twitch drops. So you want to hit view details, and then you'll be able to see it. But what you want to also make sure too is that you have this connection down here connected. And then you will be able to get yourself your crown crates. And that's why if you're on YouTube and you want to get yourself a crown crate, like you can jump over and switch and get working on that. Also, BB, I have no idea why your name has now shifted over to the left again after I shifted it over to the right as the newest YouTube follower. I don't know, and I apologize. So, if you're interested in the old crown crating, thank you, Vulcan. I think you were on YouTube a second ago. You were on YouTube a second ago. I was like, these guys, they sound so familiar. But yeah, you can start working towards your crown crates. He says. I still have a lot to learn about Twitch, in truth. So it's a lot for me to still learn, honestly, too. Almost there. Almost to the affiliate, too. It's a very exciting little path. I don't actually know what this means. I literally had to click the learn more because I understand nothing about Twitch. Can I speak to your manager, please? I have no manager, unfortunately. Or maybe fortunately, I don't know. Yep, and it's got all this fun little stuff, and yeah, a little overwhelming. I'm still trying to figure it all out. Be glad to help out any way I can. Well, so the other thing that confuses me too is like, so you have a crown next to your name, right? Vulcan or Valkyrin. I've probably been saying your name completely wrong because I'm just now seeing that that is an R, and I apologize. But what does the crown mean next to people's names on Twitch? Like, what does that mean? Because I know on YouTube, if somebody has like channel membership, they have out like a little star next to them. But what does the little crown mean? That is from Prime. So like, what does that do differently for you? Do you get like extra emotes for it, or like how? What does that do? I guess like for you. If it does anything at all, I actually have no idea. Basically, we want to sub a channel where we can do it for free for a month. Huh. You get to like as many times as you want? I've watched what's it called? I watched a YouTuber who did like dual streams, and I remember all the time he would be like, "Oh my god, you know, you guys should use your Prime, you know, thingamahoos and to sub to me." Like, I'm guessing the content creators get like a thingamahoos from it. Oh, so but you get one. Okay, that makes much more sense. I was like, can you just unlimitedly go around and just do this to everyone? But that makes sense. Can you only get one crate? So unfortunately, you can only get one crate. Prime Gaming extra loot. What loot though do you get, Cosmo? I don't know what I'm doing right now. They actually changed the wording of it. So originally it said unlimited. I'll take you to where I was looking. So when I was filming my video, it said unlimited here. But then they changed it to just to claim the reward Osboro. Because originally it said quantity unlimited. And I still have a screenshot of it. Because I made a video, I was so excited. I'm like, everyone's gonna be able to get so many Osboro crates. I'll be so helpful. Have you made sure, Todd, that you've like connected this? Make sure that this is connected, and then you'll be able to make sure that you got your stuff going on. Best I got was the glowing purple horse. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Is they had that for if you had the Xbox Game Pass too. What was I doing? But yeah, check that out, Todd, because like usually this is the problem, is that you got to make sure that your stuff is connected. Yeah, it's all linked up, so that's weird. Huh. Mine usually pops up like pretty immediately. Oh, goose stuck. You know, hear me out, fellas. This looks like it could be a high old time. Just kidding. I'll take us back to our regularly scheduled program. You guys missed it earlier. We went on a whole tangent about geography and played a geography mini game for like 30 minutes. It was beautiful in my opinion. Or something along those lines at least. Maybe beautiful's not the right way to describe it. It was something. The guy apologized. He's like, I was so sorry, you know, for... causing Jake to go on this tangent. I apologize. It's on me. We can actually have a bunch of Imperial charity writs. Maybe we could do some of these and see if we actually get anything good from them. Oh, I misses it. What are you missing right now? Oh, I missed it. Which thing did you miss? Alright, so we gotta craft a rough hatchet practical. I always struggle with these, like where you have to make furniture. Like real geography or ESO? Both. I did the entirety of the US states, and then I thought I'll be able to do the ESO geography very well. Well, I fucking couldn't. I'll tell you that right now. I was struggling. That was horrible. This is not a woodworking thing? Do you not make the hatchets at the woodworker? Do you make it at the blacksmith? Do I not have this? Am I dumb? Oh, you make it here. Alright. Oh, and you gotta actually make... Oh my... you gotta actually make 12. You can't just cheese it either. This is why, like, these... And Regulus, too, is gonna be one of those things that sells for a lot as well. I wonder if they have one of those little guys here. Hang on. They have that one vendor I'm thinking of. Probably not. Oh my gosh, yes. So I was an idiot for the longest time, and I did not know that you could buy this. I was going to guild traders and buying these for like 50 gold each. So I literally would buy like it would be like corrodium, for example. I would just like go buy like thousands of them off guild traders. I had no idea that you could buy these from vendors for the longest time. I felt so dumb when I stumbled across this. Valkyrian, there was 212 zones in that map for the Elder Scrolls. 212. And there was regions I've never heard of, and they were inside of zones. Like Glenumbra, for example, had like 5 zones inside of it. It was crazy. But yeah, if you want to go back and watch the tail end of that live stream, you'll see the chaos that ensued. All right, maybe we'll get something good. I don't actually know what I was hoping for, but you know, I mean, it's not a slap in the face. That's something. I want to keep doing these. I could give them out too. Are any of you guys on Xbox that need this skin by chance? And actually, while you guys are doing that, I'm going to step away for 1 second. So if you guys need some Imperial Writs to get this skin, let me know, and I'll actually mail them to you right now if you need some. But give me 1 second. Guessing you guys don't need any. It's okay. It's not like, you know, you need them, but I'm like, you know, I can't give them away if you guys needed some. I think I'll hold on to them though, and then give them out if people need to finish them. We're not super worried about, you know, being like, oh my gosh, you know, I need to maximize my profits for this event. because this event's really not super crazy. I've actually finished, for those of you who were there earlier, I finished all the new life achievements, which, by the way, I'll show you what you get if you do that. Because, not like all of them, but there are new life little furnishings. I know that you guys love little furnishings. So I can show you guys that here. Let's take a look at what we got. Oh, that's the wrong merchant. So this little fella
Why, it's the Festival of New Life.
will give you new life little stuff, including, where's that stupid thing? This bonfire. Boom. Get yourself a little bonfire. I'm on PC via Steam Link with Xbox controller. There you go. That was the one thing I did not like about ESO. I just don't like playing games like ESO with a mouse and keyboard. Like, it's just so much smoother, in my opinion, with like a controller. Obviously, PC's got add-ons, blah blah blah. You know, everyone on PC looks down on us console peasants like we're broke and poor. You know. It is what it is. I'm a simple man. I don't need, you know, a map that tells me where all the, you know, little things are and stuff. And, you know, I'm not talking about you specifically. I'm actually, in my head, I'm actually thinking of an ESO YouTuber who talks down on console very regularly. Not you guys. You guys are here. You guys are all absolute units that deserve nothing but the best. I would never say anything negative about any of you. Now, this person that I'm thinking of, though, there was someone that said that ESO should just be turned off on console so that they can focus just on PC. So, that's the type of individual that I'm thinking of. The controller implementation is amazing, just like on Xbox. I imagine it would be. Especially if it's Microsoft, because Microsoft can pair their devices, you know, pretty easily together. What was I about to do? I'm like drawing a blank now. What was I thinking? What was I doing? Did one of you guys have a question? What was I on my way to think? What was I on my way to experience? I say play however you want. Exactly. Like, I played on PC. Like, a lot of people don't know that, but I have Elder Scrolls Online. I have a PC account. I still have some of the oldest items in the game that no longer exist. Like, I have tradable dungeon sets. So, because many people don't know that dungeons you used to be able to sell and trade dungeon sets. And if you got an item before you bound it to yourself, before they made that patch, like, you can still sell it to this day. But, you know, the homies are on Xbox for me, and if your homies are on PC or PlayStation or NA or EU, you know, that's where your homies are at. You gotta follow the homies, you know. Thank you for the follow, Baby Xander Pup 420. I appreciate you. I remember those days. It would be cool if they made it cross-platform, all play together. I just don't understand why ZOS hasn't implemented a version of the most popular add-ons that PC has. Wouldn't be that hard for them. See, the thing is, it's I don't know. Because, like, I try to think about, like, what add-ons I would use. Probably, like, the damage ones where, like, when you parse, you can, like, see how much each ability did. I think something like that would be kind of cool. But I'm trying to think, like, what else I would want. I mean, like, yeah, the one that, like, puts all the lore books and stuff in the overworld, but that one just feels kind of cheap, honestly. So I don't know. I'm trying to think, like, what other ones I would want. If population keeps going down, they'll probably merge all the servers. So, there's some problems with cross-platform. One, the biggest one is going to be the gold. Like, would the economy of the guild traders would be completely like thrown for a loop. You know, that would be the biggest problem. What they would probably have to do is basically like allow, like, kind of like what Destiny does, where you can like transfer a character around. But you probably wouldn't be able to take your gold with you. Would be my way. That would be the only way I could think of that it would work. But in regards to your question, BB, the thing is that console is actually steadily gaining players. I think Xbox is especially the highest growing platform because of the Game Pass. I mean, with ESO being on the Game Pass and almost no competition for MMOs on Xbox. Like, my brother's a perfect example of this. My brother never played Skyrim, never played Oblivion. He played World of Warcraft, and then he owned an Xbox, so he just got into ESO. And when you look at the competition for ESO on Xbox, I mean, especially when you consider the fact that ESO is free if you have the Game Pass, it's just a nice game to get into, you know? And that's why this year they crossed like 20 million players. And thank you, by the way, Adam, for saying that my content is awesome and that you've used many of my tips to make gold on PC. I appreciate you. And then I also appreciate you, Cosmo, for backing up his claim, too. I appreciate both of you. Especially as I go on this tangent here about player population. But I did a video on the player population. The player population is rising. So, yeah, I mean, it's always relative to, and different consoles may be going up and down, but especially with the new, let's pull it up here, like the new thing that they're doing. Let's see. Yeah, I got a lot of tabs open. Hold up. Gonna ask for my date of birth. Oh no, it's not gonna ask for my date of birth. Thank goodness. So especially with this change right here, and I've heard like hints as to what these things will be. So this one's obvious, Dungeon DLC. But this is going to be one of the most requested new features. This is going to be a class. Like, there's been hints and rumors and leaks that Q2 will be a class. So I think we're guaranteed to get a class automatically. And then Q4 is what I find more interesting. And so this is replacing the Dungeon DLC and the Zone DLC. So they're working on some sort of repeatable endgame content or some sort of reworked endgame content either for PvP or PvE, maybe even both. So a lot of this stuff I think is really, really good. So I have a lot of faith that, you know, ESO is going to continue, you know, onwards. I mean, ESO I think is the 8th most played game on MMO tracker. I am using a map, Baby Clubber. Please don't judge me. I promise I'm not an Applite. I promise I don't drink the Steve Jobs Kool-Aid or anything. I promise. I really hope so. I mean, I hope so too. I mean, as an ESO content creator, I hope so too. I mean, I love the community. I love the people. I think worst case scenario, Xbox, will always be around with the Game Pass, and, I just worry about you PC folks over there. I'm just kidding. But yeah, this is a Mac, unfortunately. I hope I didn't give myself away. Is it because I'm using Safari? Can you tell that I'm using Safari? But I mean, I think this is awesome. Like, truthfully. And they're doing the hardware upgrade too. And I also am very excited for the fan gathering because I will be going. And it's this spring. I don't know when, but I will be going to this. I am only, by the way, fun fact, about 30 minutes away from ZeniMax's headquarters. So as long as they don't put this in the middle of, like, bumblefuck nowhere, like, I will be going. I am dedicated to this idea. I love the fact that they're changing it for year long. I do too. I think year long was definitely good for a time. I think it had its place. Any advice for someone new to the card game in ESO? So, the card game, I would say, is less about, and don't worry, because I know there's probably at least half of you are like, please don't play the card game on stream. It's a bit of a tough topic right now, baby clubber. But my tip is it's more important to get cards that synergize with each other than are just good cards. So, for example, if you're stuck between buying like an amazing like red card or a bunch of purple cards that will all draw and stack together, even if they're weaker or cheaper, I would stick with those purple cards unless you're super worried about your opponent's ability to stack that red card together. But it's all about your hand. And don't feel like you need to buy cards either just because you have the gold. Like, because the more cards you have, the more cards you have to draw. And because you have more cards to draw, unfortunately, you're also going to be in a situation where you might not draw your best cards. So that's why it's always good to like use that little writ in the middle and try to really clear out as many bad cards out of your hand as you can. Hope that kind of helps, at least a little bit. Like breeze past that, but we got a hardware and server update here too going on. But if you're also just farming like the game to do like the patron flip method, you can just do that for gold as well. Any other things that I can kind of help point out to you? I know I've got this little bad boy browser pulled up right now, but we're all gathered here today. Definitely helps. Thanks. Yeah, no problem. Where are you guys all from, by the way? Those of you who are on Twitch right now and those of you who are on YouTube, if you don't mind telling me the time zone or the country that you guys are from, or your IP address, feel free to put that. I'm just kidding. Like, where are you guys from? Because this is the time frame that I'm like an in bed by 11 p.m. type person. So this is a very new concept for me to be up this late. Without doing something specific like playing an in-depth game of Stellaris or something. So, where are you guys all from who are on right now? PA. Well, I'm also from PA. California. Canada. Texas. Is that Sumo's emo? PA, California, Canada, MI, Missouri, Oklahoma, Ohio. You know, I thought there'd be a lot more foreign people. Are you guys all from America? We're in another Ohio. None of you guys foreign? I stayed up late to like catch some of like the old British people and the Australians. You guys are just all Americans? Did my plan fail? I mean, obviously, you know, Canada, you know, I guess that's technically a foreign country. But yeah, Cosmo, I am also a Pennsylvanian. Not born in Pennsylvania, but I do live in Pennsylvania for better or for worse. How dare you? I said Canada. Canada is just like America light, you know? Malaysia, there we go. Now we're getting spicy. Ferris. Ferris is a Malaysian. It's like 4 a.m. I think in the UK. Is it 4 a.m. in the UK? What time is it in England? Okay, I mean, like 6. It's basically 6 a.m. You know. I mean, like, come on. Like, you know, don't you guys wake up at 6 a.m. on Sundays? It's like the World Cup time, right? World Cup final. Like, today's the World Cup. I'm sure they're all waking up early to watch the World Cup. Like, come on. What is it Australia time, though? Australia time. See, it's 5 p.m. in Australia, though. But I was born in Azerbaijan. Hang on, we're going to Google this. Where in the world? Azerbaijan. Which span Asia and Europe? Huh. This is a very... Why am I assuming into the ocean? Huh. That's very interesting. What do they consider this? Is this like the Middle East? Not very deserty though. Is it like Europe? Asia? What is that considered? Huh. Former Soviet Republic. See, the more you know. Which span Asia and Europe. Okay, so it spans Asia and Europe. I don't. This is the tangents that we go on, but Momo is awesome. He is. Also a Twitch streamer too. Europe by most. I have never seen this before. This is pretty cool. Any guys also from anywhere unique that would require Googling? What is the population? 10 million, huh? I mean, that's almost, you know, that's basically like, what, a third of Canada? So, I mean, it's By the way, the population of Canada surprises me, because you look at Canada and you just think, like, what in the world is going on there? And they've seen, like, a population boom. In 2000, there was 30 million people in Canada. A fine example of American geographic literacy. Okay, alright. Bolt action. You must have missed my ability to identify where I was in the world last stream, because I was on the ball with it. Hang on. Let's pull up the Twitch replay here, because I was on point. Let's see. Hang on. Hold up. Hang on. Sorry. We got whatever that was. Get that out of here. Get this out of here, too. We don't need to see my current self. Hey, look. I'm working towards a crown crate. Scroll down. Or not. Alright. Video producer. Where do I go see my past streams? Alright, here we go. Alright. What happens? Where's the geography mumbo jumbo tangent? Alright, see this? See this? Boom. I want you to oh, hang on, I don't mute myself here. But I want you guys to recognize, like, how good I was at this, because, like, I got all of these correct. Mostly. Like, I was able to identify that this was Japan. Like, this, you know, I think that's pretty good, right? It was fun. Respect, brother. Oh, no, I'm just messing with you. But this was impressive, in my opinion. I never would have guessed that I would have been able to do this. Ozzy Kojak, welcome to the squad. I actually forget where some of these were. Like, I think this one might have been Canada. I don't even remember anymore. I still can't believe that we played this on stream. You can see, like, how deep into thought I was. I think I saw the flag over here of something. Yeah, I think it was the flag that gave it away or something. I love that stream was just like, it's China. What were we doing? What were we doing again? We only allow people if we can guarantee enough maple syrup for them. That's true. I believe that's written in their constitution. I've like not moved my controller enough that it's actually like disconnected. What am I doing? I'm teleporting into Fang Lair. What's happening? I'm going crazy. But I hope that you guys are able to get your Osboro crown crates, obviously. I do need some tips, too, for redoing my overlays, because, for example, BB, not to throw shade, but a lot of other people have followed since BB did, and his name just remains there eternally. I don't know why that is. So I'm trying to like edit these overlays. How would you guys feel about maybe like the chat box like going down below the face cam and then the total viewers going up towards like where my name is potentially? What did you guys think about something like that? Or are we getting too crazy, do you guys think? Like if I was like put this like up here maybe and then maybe spread these out. I don't know if that's actually possible or not. Maybe that's not possible. We can reconvene on that idea, but because I think that the chat box on the left kind of blocks things, but then I also thought too, like I could try to find like a webcam too potentially that also like not like a webcam, but like a a bot that will like show Twitch chat to YouTube and then show YouTube chat to Twitch chat. You know what I mean? Because, like, the reason I have that chat box right now is just so that you guys have at least a general idea of who I'm talking to. So you guys don't think I'm, like, losing my brain. Although I'm sure that you guys are already probably at least passively worried about it. What's up, bud? How you feeling? Been going pretty good. Ooh. The thing that worries me a little bit is I have, like, a little bit of cold symptoms, but, you know, potato. We can work around that. Ain't nothing that I wouldn't be able to fix, you know? How are you guys doing, though? 2 streams, 1 Saturday, well, Sunday now. It's true. I tried to space it out, from last stream, so that way I could like cheese the system and make this like a separate stream day that I could work towards affiliate. What kind of sucks though is I have to actually end the stream to become an affiliate. I can't do it like mid-stream, which is kind of stupid. I also am unsure as to why like so I had I basically like put on the calendar so I could like schedule streams now. You guys might have saw that. And it didn't, and then when I clicked start the scheduled stream, it made a new stream. And I was like, but now, and then everyone that was waiting was just like waiting. And then there was just this whole new live stream going on the side, which was very stupid. I'm okay, just bored in game right now. I feel ya. I'm like a little sleepy. I love you, Jake. I love you too, Mary's Revenge. I need to stretch. Don't look at me. Oh my gosh. Sometimes you just have to stretch. Oh. I have those car accident back pains still. I've like been having like passive back pain since that accident for a while. I've been like doing stretches. It's just been a little stupid, but you know, it is what it is. Says BB. Thank you for the follow, Jadron. And guess what? They'll never go away either. That's my fear. That's actually what I said. Somebody was like, "Oh my god, are you okay?" And I was like, "I just have like a little back pain." And they're like, "Oh my god, you want to get that looked at?" And I was like, "Well, I just feel like probably anyone in their 30s feels. So, you know, I think I'll be fine." Anyone have any thoughts on like tweaking the stream overlay, maybe moving the face cam and the chat box over somewhere, maybe something crazy, you know? Anyone got any ideas? Don't watch me yawn. I don't want you guys to yawn. Woo. I was in 1 or 2 and guess what? The pain is still there. I'm sorry. That sounds actually pretty bad. Hopefully it wasn't. Hopefully it's not nothing too crazy. You guys just had me monologuing. But for those of you who are just joining us, look how close we are to the thingamahoos and the mabob. Thank you for the subscription, Bolt Action. I appreciate you. Would you recommend any vet trial gear? Waiting in Craglorn is painful. Oh, guilds, not gear. Sorry, my brain is just... I don't personally... So, I am in Ashes of the Red Mountain, which has a connected trial team with it that I believe that you're able to kind of go in and out of trials without having to be in their guild. Because for me, for example, I would prefer trading. Like, I'm all about the money, you know? So, for me... Like, I don't necessarily feel the need to be in a trial guild, but what I would say is you could still join trial discords, and you can find a lot of those, like, connected to, like, the 4-man discord. You can find lots of them on Facebook groups and whatnot. That's probably your best bet. And Volkir, I'm sorry, that sounds horrible. I would pronounce it, but I unfortunately wouldn't be able to do that for you either. Or spell it. Oh, excuse me. I'm just over here yawning and sneezing. I'm an absolute disaster. It's because look how excited it is. We are... Oh, I don't want to look at myself. We're on the path to affiliate. Woo! Woo! What does that mean? Don't necessarily know. But we're on the way. I think it allows people to like subscribe to Twitch, which I don't fully understand. Like what the difference between being like a subscriber on Twitch is versus a follower. Like I know you have to pay to be a subscriber, but like what's the purpose? Like, cause channel membership on YouTube, for example, like the YouTube creator says like, hey, it's like Patreon. It's like, here's everything that you get, you know, for being a subscriber. I don't know if Twitch does that or not. If somebody knows the answer to that, let me know, because I have no idea. And I feel bad because I want to know these things, because if people do start subscribing, I don't want to be ignorant as to like what I should be doing for them if they do that, when that's an option either. That's kind of how I felt when I like started YouTube membership, because somebody asked me to, and I was just like, what do you want? Don't get ads. That's good to know. Thank you for the follow, Coltman. So I'm guessing you don't get ads on any YouTube or Twitch channel, or is it just the one? I'm guessing it's not just the ones that you're subscribed to. That'd be kind of savage. And thank you for the follow, Call of Carl. You guys are just helping push my path to affiliate even further. And there's the path to partner, which is like, oh, you gotta have an average of 75 years. I've kind of screwed myself because, like, when I started to stream, I did not have a lot of a lot of viewers on Twitch at the time. And thank you for Jason 030313 for the follow. But I don't really know quite what the difference is. But I do know, as I watched a Moist Critical video, is that 95% of Twitch streamers have less than 5 concurrent viewers. So we, right now, are above average. So just everyone just take a minute to pat yourselves on the back. And we are well over 50 thingamahoozins now too. So thank you all for that. And I will also take us back so we can look at something different. Take us back to the game. I hope I answered your question, by the way, BB. But I would say community on ESO that you can find a lot of good groups to kind of help you. Unfortunately, I'm not very like PvE trial-esque. I sometimes have found that the worst sometimes experiences you can have in ESO or in trials, because you have clashing personalities and sometimes and so it can be a little tricky sometimes. Sometimes I just like try to, like in a trial I'm just like quiet, laid back, reserved. And it doesn't always work out. He's raided me with a party of 1. I don't know what a raid is, but I appreciate it. I assume that you've brought someone to me. I don't quite understand what that means, but thank you, HCP3169. Now, if you would not mind, could you please explain to me what in the world that you've actually done? And should I be afraid? What is a raid? And why is Bolt Action's name so huge and off-centered? These are the questions and things that I wonder quite often as I like try to get into this realm of streaming. That's exactly what it means. Alright, well. Do they like get a choice? Like, can we just go raid somebody and just like get like they have no choice? It's like, all right, guys, you're all gonna go watch somebody else. I assume that's what a raid is. I don't know what this new Twitch thing is. Doesn't sound attractive. YouTube for life. I should say too. I will always make YouTube videos. That will always be my shtick. That'll always be my main draw. That'll always be my main purpose, is to make YouTube videos. But I also enjoy like interacting with you guys on something, you know, on a more personal basis. You know what I mean? And good night, BB. I hope that makes sense, Schwitz. Or Schwit. Sickwit. Mr. 216. It'll always be about YouTube and you know, helping, you know, with videos and guides and things to help, but it's kind of one of those things too, like if I can reach more people on Twitch that I wouldn't be able to on YouTube, plus too, like you obviously have the ability to get the Crown Crate rewards on YouTube, so I want to make sure that you guys get those, because I think those are very valuable, and I want you guys to be able to have like those free Crown Crates too. This is just for Jake to expand. Yeah, next you'll see me on Facebook Gaming and TikTok and, you know, Rumble and Parler and, you know, Twitter and thanks Bloody Bosch, Instagram, I've already said Facebook, WhatsApp. You'll see me everywhere. I'll be a household staple. You'll be seeing my hang on, I don't think I know if I still have it up. You'll be drinking. Oh no, I've been logged out. Oh, hang on. Oh god, don't judge me. Crosswalks. This isn't a crosswalk, right? There's no way they would say that's a crosswalk. Alright. What? They just say, did I just fail it? Whatever. So that one's still in review. Where's the actual thingamabob? I've like completely scuffed my thingamahoosin and mabob. Alright, I'm just going through all the wrong things. There we go. Get yourself, you know, your Jake Clip mugs. You guys will be drinking out of those here soon, you know. Is this like, I don't even know if I can like expand them from here. You got your Jake Clip mug, your shirt, your tote bag. What's funny is like Spreadshop like automatically makes these. So like when I made this emblem, right, it like will actually give you it'll like give you a like an assorted thing so you can like pick from and edit them. And it like picks all this for you. What's kind of annoying though is it picks the price point for you, which kind of sucks because like even though like a lot of these I think are still decent deals, like it's kind of annoying that like I can't make it to where like, you know, I'm profiting, you know, X amount or even like not at all. Like I have no option in it, which is kind of the annoying piece. But you know, you take it, you know, in stride. You know what I mean? The nice thing is they include shipping in their overall cost, which I think is actually like a really nice feature. Because I think it's always a little bit annoying, like, because, like, for example, I know I just closed out of this, but I'm gonna bring it back. Like, at least, like, it includes shipping, and you get the 15% off code for 10 more days. So, like, I think that's kind of cool. And you get to pick the color, you know? So, like, I can pick colors, and then you guys can pick different colors. This is obviously the woman's shirt, but I always find, like, stuff like that neat. But also too, I just like you know, even if like one person wants a t-shirt, like I'm the type of person that will go make 50 t-shirts for them to choose from. I understand that like this is not something that everyone's gonna be like, oh my gosh, a Jake Clip shirt, you know, I had to, you know, run to my nearest Hot Topic and start purchasing these, you know? Like, you know, my goal with this channel has always been to like answer easy questions that you guys have. It's always about you guys. So if one of you wants something, then I will try to figure out how I can accommodate that one person. Because at the end of the day, like every one of you is important. You know, it's not like we're not like a direct democracy here where I'm like, should Jake do this or should Jake do that? You know, at the end of the day, like if I took a vote, majority of people would rather me make a YouTube video today as opposed to a stream, but I also want to help accommodate you guys, and obviously it's also easier for me to just whip out the camera and start streaming, so, you know, it's a give and a take, you know, for everything, and I hope that makes sense in some capacity. That's how I kind of get into everything, you know? One of you guys will say, hey, Jake, can you do this? I'm like, yeah, I can do that. That's how I have a whole build. One of you guys asked for a build, and I made it with them on stream. I'll show it to you guys. I made a build because a viewer asked. I'll show it to you right now just to prove it. This guy right here was a viewer requested build. I said, yeah, you know, I would use something like this. So you guys asked for a Stam Nightblade with Oaken Soul, if I'm not mistaken. So I made something that uses a whole bunch of obtuse sets, including Imperial Wrath, Trainee, and Scavenging Demise, and Balorgs, and it just melts. Especially with the bow ult, it just peoples away. But even like earlier today, when you guys were like, you know, I think this would be a good video idea or that would be a good video idea, like I took all of them down. I have a note page. I take screenshots of them so I can go back on my phone and whatnot and be like, hey, you know, what's What do the people want, you know? I know I'm like hitting this point like over the head, just like just repeatedly. But I just want you to know that I mean, this is the truth, you know? That's the main goal and the main drive for these things is you guys. I know it's like such a common phrase, but that's why I almost feel like I need to prove it because so many YouTubers say that, but they don't mean it. But even a lot of my old videos were for like, you know, people requested like something. Like, let me see if I can find some examples. Let me see what I can muster up here. Which, by the way, I've actually unlisted a lot of my old videos. Not like the ones that you guys requested. That would be kind of a savage pivot. But more so like the ones that are just not relevant anymore. That way you guys aren't being recommended like old, outdated videos. Because I think that's kind of redundant, you know? I have so many videos. Oh my gosh. Can you make a Dragon Knight tank build video? Oh gosh, please don't make me make a tank video. not that I wouldn't do it for you. I don't know if I'd make a good one. Which, by the way, you guys want to know something funny? Is one of my most disliked videos is my first ever video, like percentage wise. like, I don't know. I think it's because I start this video and I'm like, welcome to my first fucking video. But I can. So I plan to, Keith, to start utilizing like YouTube Shorts to help like handle like easier type freeform content. And I think that's like a video concept that I could like start handling there. But what's so funny afterwards is like this video then afterwards like slowly gained like 7,000 views. And it's like, why? The second ever video I made. And then what's really crazy is like the third, or where was it? Where's that stupid motive video? This motive video, right? This is like in the first ever like videos I made. It has almost 30,000 views. It's just like oh my gosh, I didn't realize that like this video had 73% like ratio. Woo. It's like scary actually. I'm very like picky about my like ratio. Like it makes me like kind of nervous when my like ratio is like not very good because I'm like, what did I do? I'm sorry. As you can see that I have like 90%. Ooh, was one of those 80s? Hang on. Was one of these in the 80s? I think we're good. I think I was just scrolling too fast. 89%. Oh, this is an unlisted. This is one of the ones that I unlisted because I was like, eh. I also like back then I wasn't like very good. This you gotta remember too. Like these are old videos where I was still like really like trying to find my feet too. Let's see if we got any other bad stinkers in here. 80% like ratio like hurts me to my core. That one was 70%, but that was also one of the first ever videos, so it's got like 12 likes in total. Look, Said even did a video like a positive changes in update 35. It's still got talking about one of the most controversial patches ever. We still got a 98.2. This is why I love you guys, because this is a pure example of like just trying to be positive and helpful, and then this is, you know, the response, and it was incredible. So I appreciate you guys. How is your car? Keith, I don't know. They're gonna tell me if it's gonna be totaled or not. And I'm just kind of nervous about it, honestly. Look at this. 134 likes and 0 dislikes. It's just craziness. This, by the way, is that in video ad that I had to do for them, which I don't know why it says it has 0 views. It's Probably because I privated it afterwards, but this is like whenever you get like an advertiser that you work with, you have to like save a draft for them, and then they like go and view it. And they're like, oh, you know, can you change X, Y, Z, you know, yada 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 yada. Is this live on? Did I even like turn on this thing like correctly? Oh, I did. Look at that. Look at these live streams too. Look at this. Most of these are all I got 100% ratios too. This is just, I don't know. This is why I love you all. But yeah, Keith, it's honestly very stressful. I'm just kind of like, you know, holding out, praying. Yeah, look at, I mean, just the votes that you guys put on these is amazing. This is why you guys are the bestest. Well, we can start closing some of these tabs. Thank you for the follow, Ombrisage and Jacob Vane 1221. And I'm sorry, Bloody Bosch. Did I say your name when you followed? I'm so sorry if I missed your name when you followed. I've been just like distracted and tired. I don't even know what I'm even looking at. Hang on, let me go back to actual. ESO. Sorry about that. All those tangents. Yes, you did. Okay, thank you. I was a little worried. Thank you for the follow, XX Sleepy YZ. I am also Sleepy YZian. I think what I'm going to do too is so Twitch chat is and YouTube chat is also very involved in the process for what videos I work on this week. So as I am like getting ready to, you know, wind down and head to bed here, what videos do you guys want to see this week? Like, so we have the Emperor video, and we have the video on the top 5 achievement awards, like top 5 achievements that give you the coolest rewards in ESO. And oh, it's no anytime, Bloody Bosch. You guys know I'm here for you. But help me out. What videos would you like to see this week? I was thinking maybe like some shorts, like answering some of the questions that you guys have, like how to set bonuses work, quick build videos, like 1-minute build videos. I was also thinking like what to collect during the new life event, what to do during the new life event, things that you need to complete during the new life event. Just because I always think that those videos are very time sensitive, and I just want to make sure that you guys, like, you know, get those things done like as soon as possible. I appreciate you, Keith, for saying that I am amazing with that, what looks like a pear and a hat. I appreciate you a lot. What to collect during New Life would be useful. I think it's a good idea, Bloody. I also love that, like, on one hand, I have a normal name like Keith on YouTube, and again, I super appreciate you. And then on another hand, I'm talking to someone with like a gamer tag like Bloody, and then we have Volcurin, and then we have a Jacob, and then we have an HCP and a string of numbers, then we have a Mary, and then it's like, then we have BB, and then we've got, I always think that's funny, how like everyone, I'm the same way. Like if you guys have seen me on Band, like you know that I, like for the longest time, it was just my actual name was my name. Wanted to check out your house. How can I do that? The one that you built. I will take us there right now as we're just chit-chatting. So if I did 1-bar PvP builds, would you guys be okay if they were in the shorts format? Or do you think that they would need to be a little longer? What are your thoughts on that? So this is my house. I am not on my main character. I'm just now realizing that. Anywho, this is my house. This is the dock out here. I always prefer shorts format. The only thing is like I like to like explain things. Like, for example, like This isn't the most optimized setup. So like I usually like to explain like things that you can change and whatnot. So that'd be my only fear. So I got my little lights here. Oh, we also have that new thing too where you could change the time of day. We got this. This guy is so short. And then we got a little crafting station over here. The reason I actually made this as a dock, by the way, is because my friends like to use my stations, especially my transmute station. So they were like, please don't make me go through a load zone. And I didn't know how to make this house. I just threw myself in the water like an idiot. They were like, I don't want to go through a load zone, so put it outside. So that's why this whole dock exists, basically. Check out Luca Cash builds. He does them shorts and to the point. I could do it. The only thing that my like personality is like I don't like to just like tell you guys things. I like to kind of like, do that longer form. Like I want you guys to leave a video knowing like alternatives and different things and the abilities that you can like change and whatnot. This is all hand built, by the way. This whole structure here, this whole area here is all hand built by myself. This little tower and everything. Got my little trees. This is where I hide my little vampirism thing. My opinion, go with your style. I could try to see how short I can condense it to. I was just curious, like, well, what do you guys think? Because, you guys are the viewers. We'll go inside here first. Usually you come from down here, like when you enter through the tunnels, you see this little thingamahoozin and then this little thingamahoozin. I love my thingamahoozins. And then you've got Valendrone, which, by the way, honestly, Valendrone, if anything else, is just an amazing light. I mean, look how much light that thing projects. All right, turn it back on, please. There we go. Because even like those blue crystals up there, they don't even project that much light in comparison. And then they got the little 9 divines, little stained glass, or 8 divines right now. Any way to get more than the 6 you initially get from the quests? You get 3 per day, Cosmo. I think you can also get them if you gift crown crates. I believe so. Can't remember. Oh, exactly. I saw it earlier. But I believe you can do it. Other way around. Uh-oh. So you get 3 per day by doing your initial daily quest. And this goes on for a long time too, so you got a lot of time here. Got a little stable thing over here. And some statues. This little thing. This thing was an annoying thing to get. So I just threw this there because I didn't want to have to, I wanted somewhere to put that son of a bitch. New marketing strat, use words that rhyme with follow and subscribe. Oh, gift event tickets and get a trait. All right. Yeah. I think it tells you when you log in for like the first time every day, like, hey, you can do this, or it says it somewhere. I forget where you go, and you guys can see that, I think it was the day I got into a car accident. I didn't log in, so just out on 7.5K. Without saying follow and subscribe, be like, all right, guys, follow and bribe, You guys would be like, I don't know what he's saying, but I subconsciously just want to follow and subscribe, He has a way with words. Then I've got these little 2 trees and that little fun sunglass thing. I have a little dwarven, like, little craftsman area down here, too. I love the dwarven stuff. Plus, I thought these little these little, like, floor panel things were very cool. It's actually an interesting point, though, Balt. Actually, I was talking in party earlier with some of you guys, and I was like, I try not to be, like, overly marketing, but You know, my goal isn't like to monetize the hell. Did somebody turn my freaking lights off? Oh, that's like a declaration of war. I don't even remember what light I had. What color was I using? Is it this one? I don't even know. This whole thing. Oh, this is throwing my whole day for a loop here. If you ever want to like get under my skin, just go turn my lights off around my house. But this is the inside. You can see that I have the ruby throne. How do you come up with your puns in the intros? Honestly, so my intros aren't necessarily like puns. It's more so just like what I'm feeling in that moment. So like if I'm like annoyed or excited or something, I'll just like blurt out something and then I'll just save it and then I'll just trim around and then put it to the rest of the video. Honestly, I just like to say things that are just on my mind. So that's how I come up with my intros and my outros too. So like if you've ever stayed past an outro, sometimes you'll see me say things or make jokes or whatever too. Also, these are all individually placed books. And those of you who stayed up late with me tonight, I just want you to appreciate the stacking of these books. Because I don't know when I did it, but I remember it being a pain in the ass. And obviously, you guys can always reach out and feel free to friend me or message me if you guys ever need help or you want to chit chat or anything. Even though I'm like tired. When I read The Lusty Argonian Maid in the outro one time, this is where, you know, this is how I got the book. Dude, that guy at the end is a legend. Yeah, I love Wes Johnson. He's like one of my favorite voice actors. I think down here, this is also like an open and closable door. And this is like a little thing. I like tried to collect like all the little neat collectibles. You know, just to do it. I could have swore I got 6 today, 3 for Brenda, 3 for the other guy. People be going crazy now. Yeah, it should just be 3 from one or the other. Oh, I remember why I had the sky shard turned off. You guys like my polar vortex with my Vardenfell map and, you know, these random statues that I threw out? Somebody turn this off? Oh my good golly gosh. This is why we can't have nice things in Jake's house. God. And then down here there's like a little like random prison thing. In jail. I was drinking though, so that happens. And then upstairs is like the Daedric theme / like collector's theme. So like I was trying to like base like the upstairs, like if you guys have seen like Guardians of the Galaxy, the first one? Yeah, the first one, the Power Stone. I was like trying to base it off the collector's little thing where you had like little things in like little cages. And then here I have like my like Daedric / Adric relics, which I think are kind of neat. You got like a bunch of fun little stuff in here. And obviously the best thing ever. Boom. Monkey. And we got a punch bowl. We got a little thing we can activate. You know, we got all sorts of fun stuff. We have a skull that we can talk to.
Your belly's rumbling. Hungry? Oh, it's one I'll never understand, mate. The drive to push plants and
riveting, I know. You're like, it's awesome.
Store them in a flesh sack. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the house. Thank you, Jill Kate Coulter, for subscribing. If anyone else wouldn't mind to follow and babibe, or however we should make it rhyme with follow and subscribe, before we head out here, it'd be much appreciated. Also, what other video ideas do you have? What other video concepts can I help with? Obviously, this is, like a member-run channel. You guys are just as involved, with helping the channel and everything, coming up with ideas and, being a part of the process. So, any final ideas before I let you guys all head on out here? I do have a question, though, if Bloody is still here. Bloody, why is your name more dark red than everyone else's? Like, what causes the different colored names in Twitch? Is that another, like, thing that you can edit on Twitch? This is how little, unfortunately, I know about Twitch. Oh, sorry. You can choose your color. That makes sense. Everyone just went with red. But I've noticed, at least in this day, it must be the default, or at least how it appears in my thing. I made it look bloody red. That makes sense. That that checks out. I can believe that. Any final points, anything else I can help with? We may do a stream tomorrow too, who knows, but I at least want to finish the achievement video first, so I will definitely be working on finishing that video, and then we'll be expanding upon potentially a stream. Maybe we'll finish the Emperor video and have it ready to go. Maybe we'll just stream afterwards. Maybe we'll do some mixture of both, who knows. But if you have any final video ideas or thoughts or questions, comments, concerns, obviously you'll be able to put them in the comments of any video. I read every comment. I obviously, interact with you guys as much as I possibly can. So if the video gets closed before you type, something that you want me to see, just slap it down in the comments below and I'll be able to see it for you. But I'm going to head to bed here and I will catch you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys.